Hi, I'm Olivia. I was blind from birth until 2016. Ask me anything in the comments. Before we get started, I want to let you know some big news. YouTube is now my primary platform. TikTok is just not showing my videos to most of my followers. I will still be posting there, but if you have not subscribed here yet, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, share my videos, click like, do all those things because this is now where we're going to be. And that's actually really good because this platform is better for letting me get to know you. And that's really what I'm about. It's really hard on TikTok when things go viral randomly and then you have 90,000 comments and you can't possibly respond to all of them. I'm aiming for one video per week. I am not there yet. That's because I'm doing everything, including the filming, the editing.
Got the monitor on. There has to be a way to remove this stand. Now I have to do the rest.
As I get better, videos are going to come out faster. Question number 1. Were you always blind? The answer is yes. Blindness is a spectrum. Only 10% of blind people are completely unable to see any sort of light, shape, or color. In my case, I could see up until half of my eyelashes. The second half of my eyelashes, I couldn't see anything really. And then out here, I saw even less. I was a minus 26. My vision was actually focused inside my head, if that was possible to see there. At least that's how it was explained to me by an eye doctor. I could see threads in the carpet. I could see details of ink on paper, the little fraying, almost fur-like pieces of paper that the ink clings to. I could see that, but I couldn't see people. I couldn't see anything to really live my life. I also wasn't seeing color, but I didn't know that at the time. I thought what I was seeing was what you were seeing. Did you learn Braille? No. That sounded bad. Yeah, no. No, I didn't learn Braille. As I said before, only 10% of people who are blind have nothing, and those are the people that learn Braille. Question number 3. What was it like when you first saw after surgery? Now, everybody thinks this is like a big, like, the skies opened up, and then she saw, and she was complete. Da da da. That's really not how it was at all. And it's interesting because when people say that they're glad I can see, they usually say, I'm glad you got your sight back. Well, I never had it to begin with. So when you are used to not seeing and you essentially acquire an extra sense, it's not like being healed. It's like becoming psychic. Imagine if you today could hear everybody's thoughts. And if you want to test that out, just read Facebook for like an hour and a half. I've now met 2 other people that have gained their sight in adulthood. And we all agree that it's just something that people don't understand. Your brain has to be able to understand the information that is coming in when it starts coming in. Question number 4. Do you see pictures in your dreams? I don't. I still dream in the same vision I had as a child when I was not able to see, which is a white sheet with vague colors and shapes and lights. If I have a nightmare, it's going to be more of a feeling, or there might be little like things coming at me through a fog. And it just matches what I grew up with. Next question. How did you learn how to read? Can you read? So I read in both English and Nihongo wa sakoshi wakarimasu. I understand a little bit of Japanese. I was conversational in Japanese, almost fluent back in 2006. So I would take a book, I would smash it against my face, and I would rub it like this. Sometimes my nose would pick up the ink, and I would see 1 letter, 2 letter, 3 letters, and I would piece these together into words, and I would memorize them and put them in sentences in my head and read the sentence. And because it was so hard to make friends not being able to see, this is pretty much all I did for 8 hours a day. Um, I didn't go on vacations in the summer. I didn't, like I said, I didn't have parents or any of that. So this is what I did. I read books. I decided I wanted to challenge myself, and this is just my personality type. I decided to learn Japanese, and I learned 500 kanji, and I could have gone to Japan in college, but I couldn't afford it. I think people think that disabled people can't do things. We have to think harder to solve these problems. What I just described, taking the book, rubbing it against your face, spending hours to putting sentences together in your memory so you can read a book, that sounds crazy. But you know what's crazier to me? In a room staring at nothing because you can't see. Nobody's going to do that. Next question. What was school like? School was not good for me. In the 90s, we didn't have the visibility around accessibility that we do now. I hope it's gotten better since then. I was treated more often than not as a problem or as a kid that was stupid. My best friend is a teacher. I don't blame the teachers. I know what they're working with. I know they're working with only the tools that they have at their disposal, and that those tools are often not the ones the teachers should be having. The tools the teacher had to offer me was simply, oh, you can sit in the front of the room. Well, yeah, for somebody that just is a little bit vision impaired, that might help them. For somebody like me, I would have to climb up on a step stool and rub my face against the chalkboard. When I did sit up in that seat because they would force me, I would check out because the kids would start throwing things at me and no, read my face, iPad. Read my face. No, you're not going to read my face? Fine, I'll type my code in. No, no, read face. Read the face. Yeah, it read my face. It opened back up again. Where are you from? I was born in New York City. I was immediately brought to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where I spent 18 of my years. I went to New Jersey to go to college at Rutgers University. I stayed there for 18 years, and now I live in Los Angeles. Distracted, I thought it was a bird, but it actually is in my eye. What was it like seeing yourself for the first time? Really messed up, you guys. I went into a restaurant that had mirrors on the wall, and I saw myself, and I thought it was somebody else, and I said hello to her. There's a lot of birds outside, I think. Yeah, that wasn't in my eyes. That was actual birds. Do you drive? Yes. I actually drive a stick shift. I know it's like, do they even make those anymore? I don't know if they still make them now, but back in 2019 when I bought my car, they did, and I requested it. What is your favorite music? Oh, I love music. So I'm a big progressive rock fan. I love Pink Floyd. I love Steven Wilson. If you like Pink Floyd, you should be really checking out Steven Wilson or Airbag, or I could list a ton of bands. So that's all the questions I have for today. If I did not answer your question, put it in the comments and I will add it to my list of questions for the next video. I look like Cousin It. I used to do that, like in high school. I would pretend to be Cousin It from the Addams Family.